Out of Don. We won't advocate for Don. Right. We need to protect Don at all costs.
Yes, sir.
Doing his job in the divine alignment way. And we salute him for that.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast, and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts, and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
Anything you'd like to say to Don Lemon?
Cocksucker, stop.
Topic because Nicki Minaj has been trending over her.
Fuck her. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. And all of them. And all of them. Shame. No. The answer is no. And I don't care what that means. I'm out. No. Y'all know what's right. The people want their paper, right? He didn't pardon P. Diddy. Right? Shame.
Welcome to the MC Too Tall Show. I'm MC Too Tall. Let's talk about Wild Bagels. Wild Bagels, where you can pick up your favorite bagels at 1901 Stillwell Avenue. Get a nice tall cup of joe like this. Get a tall one like MC Too Tall. And for delivery, you could give them a call at 718-333-WILD. That's 718-333-WILD. Wild Bagels, those bagels sure are wild. Anyway, let's get into this now. We're doing a follow-up on Don Lemon. Don Lemon's already out of jail. He belongs in jail. Jail. But he's out of jail. That son of a bitch bastard, that ruthless thug insurrectionist, that racist, that Klansman. And now we got the most abominable, most sinful members of the hip-hop community coming to his defense. The most sinful and most abominable. Busta Rhymes, who has fallen from grace. He's actually taller than MC Too Tall, by the way. But he's fallen from grace in spite of his height. This is a person I used to admire. This is a person whose rap skills I enjoyed. I would still put him in my top 10 for skills. But as a human being, he's become despicable, disgraceful, disgusting, abominable, and immoral. It's like we've gained Nicki Minaj and we lost Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes has ties to Diddy. He has been rumored to have gotten into rough sex, like really rough, hardcore, bang your head on the headboard kind of sex with his lawyer's male assistant. And, what two people do in the privacy of their own home is their business. But the idea is don't convey one message and then live the life of a completely different message. Be you all the way around. What you see on camera is not a gimmick, okay? I don't turn around and be delicate, dainty, and afraid of my own shadow when the cameras are off. Like Busta Rhymes. That chump. That abomination to hip-hop that he's become. This is a person who I've been following since Leaders in the New School. Just another case of that old PTA. Right? And I've been following him since then. And I really enjoyed the collaboration LONS did with Tribe Called Quest, the scenario. But I really like the scenario remix, especially his line, hey, what we gonna do in 9-2, even though we had fun in 9-1. Great stuff, okay? But somehow, some way, he has fallen from grace. He linked up with Diddy. He defends everything Diddy did until a certain point, and then he's got to separate himself from there. But there's too much incriminating stuff around him. He has become trailer trash. Person that a person whose ring I will never kiss. Okay? He's a dysfunctional freak that probably keeps his house packed with cats in heat. That fucking scumbag. And speaking of scumbags, this who is this Billy Porter guy? This fucking Billy Porter bro. I never heard of him. He must be some unaccomplished, underachieving bum that wishes he could get Nicki Minaj's shine. And so he's dissing Nicki Minaj. He's never on the same level as Nicki Minaj, so he disses her. Because Don Lemon attacked Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj fired back on some podcast, and then Billy Porter jumps in. Because this is how it goes. It's like me when I was in 7th grade. I had some beef with some kids that I remembered from 6th grade that carried over into junior high school. And then other people jumped in thinking I was the aggressor for no reason, not knowing the history. So people don't know the history of Nicki Minaj and Don Lemon, and they're jumping into Don Lemon's defense. They're jumping into Don Lemon's defense. And you got Busta Rhymes jumping into Don Lemon's defense. I wouldn't be surprised if Busta opened up his wallet, his own wallet, to bail out Don Lemon. And my thing is, if you're lending support to that abomination, you are part of the abomination. You are part of the problem. You are part of that certain mafia that Fat Joe warned us about. And I wish Fat Joe and Lord Jamar would bury the hatchet already. I'm not anti-Trump the way Fat Joe is. I'm actually pro-Trump, as you could probably tell by the hat. But at the same time, I don't think Lord Jamar should be picking on Latinos for using the N-word, because they are mixed with a little bit of everything. It's like saying that Derek Jeter has no right to use that word, or Barack Obama has no right to use that word. Actually, Barack Obama doesn't have any right to use that word because he's an elitist. But you get what I'm saying. So they should bury the hatchet, Lord Jamar and Fat Joe. But as far as this Billy Porter making a drunken mess of himself, trying to pick on Nicki Minaj, dude will never catch up to her shine. So he had his 15 minutes with his ugly freaking face. I'm sorry, but if you're a dude that wants to make yourself look fuckable to other dudes, you got to do a better job than Billy Porter. I don't even know what that's about, but this is the sinful world we're surrounded and submerged in. And we just got to stick with the righteous. The right is the righteous. The left is the devil. Keep at bay, progressives. Be aggressive. That's all I got to say on that note. And I'm glad I had this conversation with you. I'm going to wrap this up and conclude this episode of the MC Too Tall Show. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building. Hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host that is never gross, MC Too Tall. Be good out there. You be good.